Hello everyone and welcome to the ERA Tier 2 Brazil Grand Prix, which will take place in Brazil, or as the Brazilians would say in Portuguese.
Olá a todos e sejam bem-vindos ao Grande Prêmio Brasil Tier 2 que acontecerá no Brasil.
There you go, guys. We've got 16 contenders today, maybe one turning up during the quali as well. But we have our first people coming out of the pits. Let's see who they are. It looks like it's an RB. Yes, it is a slipstream. So yeah, Brazil. Little short track. 36 laps today. 50% race. And of course a short quali, which is 18 minutes. And yeah, 17 minutes more to go until we have our results. And Slipstream first out on the track, followed by the McLaren of Top Walters, and then the Red Bull of James. So yeah, let's see what Slipstream will do first, as he is the first one out on track. It has, I believe, 16 corners, this track. And yeah, we have our little weather forecast from Dogs, who says it might rain towards the end. But yeah, let's first see the lap of Slipstream. I'm gonna take you around the Brazil Grand Prix turn 1. It's a Senna S, left right, and then a left turn to the first DRS straight off the track. Onwards to turn 4, which is pretty much a 90-degree left turn. Onto the sector 2. A little kink to the left, and then we got a very fast right-hander on this track. You can lose just a little lift with the right setup. You might be able to get it flat, but it is a lift. Then we got the middle part, which are 2 U-turns basically, and then a third one followed up. And then we got another flat out left-hander, followed by another 90-degree left onto the main straight, basically, even though it's curved on the hill. And then we have our second DRS state on the second DRS zone of the track into the start finish, and it is a 109.5 to start things up. Next up we have Dub Walters on lap, and was 110.5 making it P2. Then we have James. Well, it's actually Laura with a 110.0 and James with a 109.0. Well done, James. Next up we have the 2 Kicksaubers already setting a lap, a 109.6 and a 115.2, which is, I think, a slow lap from Sargent. Warriors with a 110.3. Coming up is, I think, a Mercedes. Oh, it's on the out lap. Is that Williams enemy on the lap? Yes, it is enemy on the lap. P2 109.1. Okay, then we have the RB. It is on an in lap. Is he? Should be. Oh no, he's going for a second lap. Slipstream's going for a second lap, so let's see what's he gonna do later this lap. Dot Walters Mill, I will also go for another lap. Looks like Sargent has improved. He made from the 115 to a 108.4. Nicely done, Sargent. It's P1 at the moment. And then we have one of the Astons, which is DRS Maestro, putting himself in P4 with a 109.2. No worries, Laundry, always. So we have 9 people out on the track setting laps at the moment. The other 8 still need to come out. Look, I think Agente is on a lap. Yes, he just started one. He's in his first DRS straight. Meanwhile, I think it was Slipstream who just finished the lap, but he was 4 tenths down on his own time, so no improvement for him. Meanwhile, it's James on the track. He will do also 1 tenth down. It looks like these tires will hold up for 1 lap, basically. Unless you do 2 out laps. Then we have, I think it's Warriors. Yeah, he just improved half a second improved on his time, giving him the 109.8 for P7. Is that, I don't know, this is DRS going for another lap. He started another one. Yes, he does. It looks like your favorite Jake is on a lap. He still needs to put a lap in. So let's ride on board with him for this lap. And if you remember, Jake in the preseason races in Bahrain for particular was competing with Lorogi for the win. So yeah, he might be one of the top 5, I think, today. And he is sliding all over the place in sector 2. Coming to the end of sector 2, there's no time, but he did set a purple middle sector, and he's on the grass. Your favorite Jake is on the grass. Will we still get the P1? Or maybe top 5? Looks like it is a 109.9. Oei. That grass really hurted him on the last sector. Meanwhile, Villeneuve on the lap. He'll put him... Oh, he actually just started the lap, my mistake. But also, yeah, Villeneuve still get to put a lap in. Like Brown is on the lap as well. He's the next one to come over the line. Let's see if he's improving. He's 3 tenths up on his time. So, and the purple middle sector. But he's still a lot away from his teammate Sargent. And it will be a 109.2, which gave him P5 at the moment. Nicely done. Next up we have Lore. Lore coming up 110.1. He just did not improve. Then we have Villeneuve coming up onto the second DRS zone. Battery open, and it will be a 110.3. We have one guy in the 108s, which is Sargent, and the rest is 109s and 110s. Oh, not 110s. But yeah, Lorogi on the outlap now. She's one of the season favorites. Or should I say my season favorites. Unfortunately. Commentators might be a little bit biased. But hey, that's in real life too. It looks like James is on an outlap as well. Going for another lap in the Red Bull. Will he dive into the 108s as well? Let's wait. He's just 100 down on this time. Only just. But remember, Sector 1 is only 3 corners basically and a straight. But yeah, from my own experience, don't go for a dive into the inside of turn 1, because there's no grip there at all on this year's edition. Unfortunately, that was the end of my race in the tier 1. But yeah, he is improving by 1.5 tenths. So this will probably be a 108 something. And it is a 108.8, giving him P2 for now. And then we have La Rodri on a lap, going through the final corner. Now it's only a straight line into the start finish. DRS wide out on the battery. Can she get a 108? No, it's a 109. 109.5 for her first lap. Giving him her 8th position. And Waters on an out lap. It looks like Agent is actually on a lap. Going through the final part of the track. He's half a second up on this time. Nicely done. And then to the line. Battery wide open, DRS open. Which of course you can use during quali. But only from lap 2 onwards in the race when you're within 1 second behind the next car. But yeah, there's a 109.0, giving him P3 for now. And Dot Walters did just finish his lap, but he unfortunately did not improve on his time. And is that is DRS and both exam on an out lap, both Aston Martins. And DRS is actually went into the pits. Yes. Next up we have the only Ferrari of the day, Wunderkel, who just joined the quali. Of course his first lap also. 1:17.3 can be faster. But yeah, I've never seen this guy before, so I'm quite curious to what his pace might be. Into the U-turns of the middle sector. He's does it in third gear. Third gear, fourth gear seems to be the gears you want to be in. Second gear maybe for the rotation, but yeah, for the speed overall, I think third gear, fourth gear might be the one. But yeah, purple middle sector from what I can see on the track map. Almost straight onto the grass as well. You don't want to do that. And it is a 109.1. P5 for now. And then we have exam next up on a lap. The 52.8 for sector 1 and 2 combined. Next up the straight. One corner, of course, the last sector, which is the first one. And up to the line, it's going to be a 109.9. 12th position. And then Ituki Dogs finally going on to a lap now. Just waiting and letting everyone through who is actually on a lap, on his out lap. But is the Ferrari going for another lap here? Because he has full battery now. And doesn't seem he is activating it, so that's a no. Next up we have the McLaren of Dot Walters. No. Yes. He just improved by 1/10. Giving him 14 instead of 15. And we see people coming out. 3 minutes to go until the flag falls. And it looks like La Rodri is going for a second out lap. But let's see what Dogs can do. Dogs now to the end of 17.4 for the second one. Turn 4 now. Oh, goes a little bit wide, but keeps it away from the track limits. Then the fast right-hander. Just a tiny lift through here. And then the hard braking zone, and then the U-turns. Third gear up to fifth before you gotta brake again. Third gear again. Second gear to get the rotation in. The flat out left-hander. And then basically the final corner of the track onto the second DRS zone now. Coming up in 200 meters. And open goes the rear wing. Battery on overtake mode, which you can use during quali now. And it's a 1091. Good lap from Mr. Dogs. But right behind him was a Brome with a lap. It was Brome with a good lap as well. Putting in a 1088. P3 for him. And I think was it Moore who started his lap now? Oh, he actually improved by 2 tenths. I just missed it. Which is next on the track we have an RB. He's basically 1/10 up on this time. To the line on the straight. Gears open. He has no battery left. 0. And it's gonna be a 1096, and he did not improve. No improvements for slipstream. Next up we have Larodri. 1/10 up, making it a 1094. 10th position. And he said DRS on the lap. It is DRS on the lap now. Oh, he is lagging all over the place. My god, I don't want to see that again. And Chrome coast into the pits. And James will start his lap now, looking at his battery. But your RB was on the lap. No, he is not. Probably 3 seconds up. But yeah, flag is fallen. People finishing in laps now will be the final ones. And it looks like, for now, that DRS just DNF'd in the pits. XM making it a 1099 at the end. Next up we have a Mercedes of Agente 1085, giving him P2. And James isn't, but he invalidated, unfortunately. It was 1/10 up. But Hunderteld making it P3, taking James's spot in the end. And then everyone else in the pits now. So yeah, here we have our grid. On P1 on pole we have Sargent with coming up Agenta and Hunderteld making it to the top 3. Applet and P4 on the second row. Then we have Brome and DRS on the third row. Dogs and Anime Warriors and Larodri rounding off the top 10. Next up we have Villeneuve, Slipstream, Lore, Your Favorite Jake, Exam, Dot Walkers, and F1 Immortal, who had a quali ban for taking the start too early last week. So yeah, it looks like we have 4 very competitive drivers in the 108s, and then the rest comes up. Well, actually 5 competitive drivers, but it's very close, Top 10 within a second, basically. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this exciting race. Let me take some pictures for the league results. There we go. And Doug Walter saying he is cooked. Jeez. But now we have a 5-minute break until we go to the start of the race, just to do some bathroom stuff or whatever, and pick your edit your setups or edit your strategy, whatever. So no hurrying up for now. But yeah, 5 minutes until we start the race. So yeah, welcome back everyone to the race. 4 minutes have gone by, 1 minute before we start. But yeah, it looks like we got a very competitive grid for now. Of course, around this beautiful circuit, 1534.3 kilometers in length. Fastest lap here around in real life is a 110.5, driven by Valtteri Bottas. But I reckon those times can be improved even in Tier 2 races. But yeah, I'm looking forward. I hope you guys are looking forward to a good race. And let's see what will happen. But the race can start any moment now. And of course we've started on the pole position and it's green light. It is a formation lap first. So we have our grid order on the left hand side. Let's take the telemetry off for now. So yeah, 15 corners, 4.3 kilometers in length, 2 DRS zones, and plenty of overtaking possibilities. However, if you're stuck in a DRS terrain and you're not running low enough wings, you don't have the straight line speed, then overtaking might be a little bit difficult. But yeah, it's first up in the formation lap, warming up the tires, getting the best start possible. Because of cold tires, you might have not enough grip. So yeah, 36 laps today, 50% race. And let's see what the results will be in 40-45 minutes of time. If not a little longer. So if you're voting for one particular driver today, please leave it in the comments, like and subscribe. And yeah, and tell us, who is your favorite driver of this order at the moment, and who are you voting for the win? Please let us know. Yeah, indeed, let's fucking go. Everyone comes up now. It looks like 3 people actually, and 4 people outside the grid box. Can I change camera? Yes. And lights out and away we go. And it looks like some position changes. It's a gentle in the inside of turn 1. Oh, and just a little touch. Giving Sargent still keeping Sargent the lead. Honecker keeping P3 and James in P4 still. There was some little contact behind, if I'm not mistaken. Lavorgerie is getting overtaken by the Mercedes of your favorite James. And Dogs Neil overtaking DRS, and DRS is spamming all over the track. I think he has some proper connection issues, and there is one backwards. That's Mr. Slipstream going backwards off the track. But yeah, everyone still within a second. No gaps yet. Just one big DRS train. Although Vrome is almost getting out of it, and Argente. And of course, DRS open for lap 2, and DRS has left the lobby. I think he has some connection issues, but Sargent now with 1 second up, and there was actually an incident further back. I just missed it. But Jansen now out of the second, not getting the DRS, but Hundekeld will. Although he did make a mistake in turn 2 just now. Will it make him under pressure from James? It doesn't look like it. Meanwhile, the Villeneuve overtaking the not so much attendant DRS at the moment. Who's looking, and it looks like Lavorgerie is keeping closer from Vrome out of the DRS from Anime. Can she do something on the straight after this? And yeah, Villeneuve and Warriors are fighting, and Lore actually joining the group here. And he's taking the inside. But Warriors keeping the position for now. And actually Lore's under pressure from Bob Wolters. right behind him. And Sargent setting the fastest lap at 1:10.7. Meanwhile, Laroche overtook Rome just like I predicted on the straight, keeping it nice and tight through turn 1. And that's P6. Although is Rome coming back? If Rome is coming back, taking P6 right back from Laroche. And it's P6 for the kick Sauber. Although, yeah, looks like it. Inside line for the quick right-hander. And there you go. What a mega defense from Rome. And then we have I Took Your Dogs right behind Lore. He looks like he has damage. His right end plate is missing. But still keeping close with his teammate. And yeah, it looks like DRS might have some connection issues. He left the lobby again. Let's see what Dogs can do. Is he going into the pits because of damage? No, he stays out. DRS wide open, getting the overtake done on his teammate. Meanwhile, Rome and Laroche are fighting, and I think Laroche is having the DRS right here, right now. Right behind the detection zone, and she is now fully ahead of Rome, but Villeneuve comes through as well. And is your favorite Jake gonna do something? No, he is staying behind, with Rome losing 2 positions to Laroche and Villeneuve. And actually Lore got I Took Your Dogs back. He took him back on the DRS straight, I reckon. And then we have this DRS train. Looks like for everyone the flap is going open, and meanwhile the Ferrari overtook Agente on the straight. Can Agente do something back here right now? Let's see, he looks like he's burning the battery. He's just in hot lap mode, not on overtake mode. I think he just wants to stay behind for now then. But James looking very dangerous here as well. Neil, Anime Boy, did lose the pack and looks like he has damage as well to his right end plate. It's missing. Meanwhile, we have this DRS train. And it looks like I Took Your Dogs is catching up to the pack, even though he has damage. Brain damage, of course. Getting Lore out of the second, which allows him to keep pushing and not defending, not so much. And will he get the DRS? No, it doesn't look like it. However, Villeneuve attacking Rome into turn 1. An exam got past Dot Walters further back, also on the DRS straight. And yeah, the start of the race is looking dry, but there is a possibility of a wet ending of the 36 laps. So let's see who picks the right strategy in this case, if that might be true. But yeah, Villeneuve staying ahead of Laroche. Just a little lock up for now. And it looks like multiple people are doing that. And James really close to Agente. But Agente also have the DRS of the Ferrari. So he is able to defend. Meanwhile, Sargent turning down the pace a little bit, but using the battery to earn something back. Allowing Hundekel to almost get packed into the DRS. Emil, your favorite J got a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Our first pitters of the day and then instantly getting speeding in the pit lane. 10 seconds. This is not how you want to start your day. Very unfortunate, but he had to change his wing, so he had damage from the looks of it. Meanwhile, Rossi up the ass of Villeneuve. There's some side-by-side action in Sector 2. The Sector 2 is of course not really a place to do overtakes. Favorite places are Turn 1 and into Turn 4. However, it's not impossible, but it is very risky. Meanwhile, it looks like Dub Walters has spun, bringing out the safety car. Yes, he has. Dub Walters has spun and got some damage. Meanwhile, Agente did get a severe collision with Wundercold, getting a 10-second penalty. Oh no. But they stayed out. Top 3 stayed out, top 4. Sargent, the first one's to pit. Fastest one to react to the safety car. And actually stays within P5, so that's a great position. On the fresh tires. So let's see the position changes. Keep in mind that some people have pitted and some people have not, like the top 4. Both Aston Martins did not pit yet, if I'm not mistaken. No. And F1 Immortal has not yet pitted. So virtually Sargent is on the freshest tires with James Ablett and everyone from top 10 downwards. But is DRS back in his car? It looks like he's back in his car. Tires. Top 4 are on still used medium tires, just as F1 Immortal and P9. Looks like the people who just pitted all went to fresh soft hards, and DRS still driving on the source. Actually retired from this session in the pit lane. I wonder why he did that, but Hundekult now coming in. A little bit late as Sargent was leading the race and still managed to pit. And is actually giving away a lot of positions. And it's P12 now for the Ferrari. Not what you would have wanted. So yeah, as you can see, if a safety car comes out, you want to react to it as fast as possible, just to predict something like this happening. For one lap in the safety car will lose you multiple positions if you pit one lap too late. But F1 Immortal actually going to fresh softs. Really reckon it will be another safety car? Possibly, but I wouldn't count on it. Meanwhile, even though on the minimap I can see DRS spamming all over the place. So yeah, in the commentary, in the comments you can see the prediction from Dogs for what depends the weather. It might rain to the end, 76% chance on it. But your safety car is coming in, Villeneuve in the lead with Vroom right behind him. Of course on old tires. Sargent the first one on fresh tires. And he actually went very early, which I think Vroom didn't expect. But he wasn't sleeping. Some position changes further back between War and Dub Walters. F1 Immortal. Yeah, very close. And Sergeant, what can he do on the fresh tires? A little lockup from Broom. Looks like he's saving the battery for what it is, and is he going for an overtake? He is putting his car there, and that's P2 for Sergeant. Nicely done, nice overtake, well done. Next up we have Exam. Exam yet to pit, but so is Broom, so they're basically equal. It looks like DRS has spun, and he has damage again. DRS has damage again. No way. Broom actually got Sergeant back. Did Sergeant make a mistake? Possibly because Exam is also there. And Sergeant taking the inside line again. Taking P2 away from him. But now as doesn't have the DRS. Well, Broom has, but he has no battery to play with. But Exam right there. And he is staying behind for now. Meanwhile, Anime overtook the rotary on the first straight. And there are some position changes in the back as well. I think Dub Walters just overtook Hundekolt. And we have some penalties as well, as you can see, 3 drivers at the moment. Meanwhile, DRS coming out of the pits now with some more lagging. Sargent is really closing up the gap to Villeneuve with just 2 seconds at this point last lap. So the new tires will give you an advantage. Neil Exam overtakes Broom with the DRS and James Ablett coming through as well. And oh, just barely touching. But yeah, James of course on the pressure tires. With the DRS now, he has 60% to play with. And Exam is letting him go. P3 for James Ablett, nicely done. Neil Animable also overtook Rome on the straight. And excuse me if I say meanwhile a lot of times, but it's happening me while I'm watching. But yeah, it's very close between Vroom, Dogs and Lavorgerie now. Dogs just overtaking Vroom, and was it a mistake from Vroom? Or did he let him through? I think there was a little mistake from Vroom just outside of our view. But Sargent now overtaking Villeneuve for the lead on the straight. Giving him his P1 back. And it doesn't look like Villeneuve is too far away to get back at him now for P at turn 4. You know, Anime Bowl going for an overtake around the outside of turn 4 and gives him the Exam gives him the room to play with. So well done. Your favorite Jake really close to the back end of Lavorgerie. Remember, he has a penalty for speeding in the pit lane, which we can see right here. 10 seconds for Jake, Warriors, and Dub Walters. But I took the Dogs overtaking Exam on the outside. Wow! Very nice move, and very risky, but very nice anyway. Instantly making the gap 8 times the difference now. The Exam is under pressure from these 3. What's Lavorgerie gonna do? Lavorgerie coming through as well. She's fighting Jake at the moment, or is she? Exam really with the elbows wide racing, but has no DRS now. Already getting the easy pass. same as Jake, and is Jake coming back? No. Meanwhile, Warriors also got through, and it's a safety car. It looks like Dub Walters has spun and lost his way. So that's our second safety car of the race. But yeah, that was some good racing what I just saw. Giving each other the rooms. But I reckon the hard tires they just put on with the last safety car are not gonna make it to the end. Unless you have 2 more safety cars. So yeah, for the people who haven't pitted yet, such as Villeneuve, this is the opportunity. I reckon he will take it with both hands, as you can see, yes he does. What position will he go now, and which tire? He was on that medium tire, so I reckon he goes to softs now. Yes, there we go. Many other people also going into the pits. I reckon no hearts will go to the end. And Sargent has been disqualified. Disqualified, ignoring yellow flags. What happened? Did you drive too fast? What the hell happened? Sergeant just disqualified for ignoring yellow flags behind the safety car. Oof. So we have our new leader of the race, Enemy Boy, followed up by James Abbott and Lavoisier. Everyone coming out of the pits now, Dub Walters being the last one. And it looks like DRS actually went to the medium tires. Or stayed out, I should say. And from P8 onwards, everyone pitted except DRS. We see a lot of hard tires and 5 in total medium tires. And with that, Dub Walters also got rid of the 10-second penalty. But yeah, this changes everything as Sargent is disqualified. I couldn't really see what happened, but it just popped a message that he was ignoring yellow flags. Right behind the safety car. Did he overtook the safety car by any chance? I don't know. I actually have no clue. But yeah, that leaves us with a fight between Enemy Boy, James and Lavoisier, as your favorite Jake has a 10-second penalty. And Hundekoop is back into the top 5. Making the late pit stop during the first safety car and now getting back through the grid because of a new one. So yeah, top 7 all stayed out on the hard tires. Question is, will they make it to the end? Meanwhile, DRS coming in for his second stop back to new mediums. We do not want to cross the white line there. Gives you a big fat warning. But yeah, because Dub Walters and DRS are still quite far behind, safety car is coming around for another lap. 16 laps done and 20 more to go. It looks like we only have 13 or 14 laps of racing total. But with everyone having made their stops, let's see the position changes. It's only Lore who stayed in the same